information you may not know about James, and plenty other tidbit of information about other Longhorn football players in this year's Texas Football Media Guide. Just about anything you want to know about the Longhorn football team, you will find in this year's media guide. Associate Sports Information Director John Bianco is one of the authors of this year's whopping 412-page book.
This is a never-ending project. Mary Elliott, who does our publications, and myself, basically, we're already looking at ideas for next year's guide, so you're working on it year-round. I mean, the brunt of it goes from about February through about July. There's a lot of stuff in there.
That's right, a lot of stuff, like Ricky Williams' favorite pregame meal is peanut butter and jelly along with a glass of milk. Trey Thomas's dream as a college football player is to do his end zone dance just one time. And the Longhorn tidbits are quite interesting. Derek Lewis was voted tops in 3 categories by his teammates: best comedian, best storyteller, and worst dressed.
Worst dressed, that's a bum rap.
It is.
That got to be a bum rap. I'll tell you a story why it is. Well, I figure since I'm from Louisiana, you know, I had to claim my state when I first got here, and I had a hat with a crawfish band around it. And I had a shirt with a crawfish, had a belt with a crawfish, had some slacks with a crawfish, had some socks with a crawfish. Now, where I'm from, that's great, man. Hey, you on top of the world.
That's best dressed in Louisiana, yeah, but here in Texas, that's the worst dressed.
That's worst dressed.
Other player information you may not know.
Best nicknames, you come out #1, Bryant Muggy Mug Westbrook. What is Muggy Mug all about?
Well, that's the name of the Velveeta game when I first came in. It's just I don't know what it is.
How in the world did you come up with Muggy Mug?
I don't even know. I can't let that out.
Favorite musical group? Led Zeppelin.
Yeah, I've always been a Zeppelin fan. You know, I got turned on to it when I was a little younger, and got all their albums, love them.
Something interesting about you, I like to star in a music video with Jenny McCarthy. Jenny McCarthy, you would like that?
Oh, who wouldn't?
Exciting and new.
Nobody knows how much I like to beat up Tyson King. Explain that one, Matt.
Well, see, everybody, we've been roommates for a while now, and everybody always kind of thinks the linebackers are the tough guys of the team, and the receivers, you know, kind of soft or whatever, but it's just really not the case. You know, I pretty much run things around our house and tell him what to do and whoop up on him when he needs it.
You know, everyone has fantasies. And Matt, he's just trying to live a fantasy that will never happen. Matt Davis, I run Matt. What I say, Matt does.
Okay.
And here comes the rain, and it is blowing in from the north.
In the second half, the rain came. Texas and Missouri played in a driving rainstorm. The wet stuff did not affect the Longhorns' defense, though, as Dusty Renfro stopped Olivier in the backfield. The rain and heavy wind made this game amusing at times. Jason Smith, punting for Missouri, gets off a punt of a whopping 10 yards, and the Longhorns have great field position at Missouri's 31-yard line. 2 plays later, Ricky Williams pulls his way up the middle from 14 yards. Shortly after, Ricky Williams goes off tackle and finds the end zone from 12 yards out, and Texas now leads Missouri 27-10. Meanwhile, the rain continued to fall, but that wasn't the problem. With the rain, there was plenty of lightning, and the referee said enough, and the lightning caused a 45-minute delay in the game. And once play resumed, the Longhorns defense continued their outstanding play. 3rd and 7. Clarence Martin forces the incomplete pass. Then on 4th down, Brian Westbrook breaks through, blocks the punt, and roars into the end zone for the score. The extra point was missed, but Texas now leads big 33-10 with 4:34 left to play in the 3rd quarter. Missouri's offense would begin to move the ball. Corby Jones to Jenkins brings the ball to the Texas 14-yard line. But the Longhorns defense causes another turnover. Chris Aiken stops Jones in the backfield. Jones fumbles, and Clarence Martin recovers for the Longhorns at their own 12-yard line. In the 4th quarter, the Tigers' offense was on the move again. Devin West goes up the middle for 18 yards, and that brings the ball to the Longhorn 30-yard line. The Longhorn defense, though, would hold. On 3rd and 10, James's pass goes incomplete. Then on 4th down, James's toss goes off the fingertips of Jay Murchison. Taji Allen providing the coverage, and Texas takes over at its own 16-yard line. The Longhorns offense would continue to move the chains. James Brown and Wayne McGarity. A couple plays later, Ricky Williams with an acrobatic run. He goes right, stays on his feet, then left, and Ricky turns his way to a 14-yard gain. Then on 4th and 4, Richard Walton, now in at quarterback, hits Brian White for the first down. Next play, Ricky Williams bounces to the outside and reaches his way over the goal line for his second score of the night, and Texas is running away with it, 40-10 with 3:31 left to play in the game. Now to the hit of the game. Brian Westbrook levels Devin West. Shortly after, the Longhorns' second-team defense now in and playing like the first-team unit. Michael Baldwin with the sack. Cody Danaher makes the hit on West. The ball pops loose, and the Longhorns recover. The Horns would run out the clock with a heavy dose of Chris Butcher running the football, and Texas wins its season opener with a big 40-10 victory over Missouri.
I thought Missouri came in with a real good game plan. I thought they did the things that they wanted to do, or tried to do for a while. They ran a lot more option than we had seen in the past, and that was one of the things we had to be ready for, their attack with the option. Looking at the stats quickly, we didn't get many yards passing, and they did. Neither team got very much passing. Running was about the same, so it's one of those games. Turnovers were a big part of the game. They lost 4 fumbles and an interception. We lost only 1 fumble, so the turnover battle definitely was in our favor. I thought we definitely won the kicking game. The block punt for a touchdown. The fact that we had the wind at our back and had several good kickoff returns or kickoff coverages against them, and Mark Schultes did a nice job punting. And probably, and when you talk about crucial situations, the third quarter was the most crucial situation in the whole game. The weather changed, the wind was blowing, we had it at our back, and we took advantage, and we blocked the punt, got on the board very quickly and scored again, and that really was the difference in the football game. So we took advantage of the situation as it presented itself in the third quarter.
Well, that'll wrap up this week's show. Next week, Horns take a break from Big 12 action as they play New Mexico State at home. We'll have all your highlights. Plus, we'll also have one of those fantastic player profiles, and we'll introduce you to the Longhorn play-by-play team. All this on next week's Longhorn Sports Center.
Longhorn Sports Center has been brought to you by American Airlines, proud to be the official airline of UT Athletics. Whataburger, the homegrown Texas taste. Whataburger, what you waiting for? Leif Johnson Ford. Leif Johnson, still the leader. Ozarka, trusted by families since 1905. MBNA America, the issuing bank of the Longhorn MasterCard credit card. And by Budweiser. Longhorn fans, this Bud's for you.